pretty well, but it seems like it's a good time to face this group, a San Diego team that's pretty hungry, looking to snap a bit of a skid that they're on, as Ontario has momentum with the nice run that they are on. So for you, the game plan, what is your approach with the new edition of the SoCal Series taking place tonight?
Well, you know what? I can't look at what their record's been in the last little bit, and quite frankly, I don't look at what ours has been in the last little bit. And hockey teams run hot and cold. They're streaks. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. All I know is it's a darn good hockey club we're playing, and they always play us extremely well. So the games we've played thus far have been very entertaining and close affairs, so I don't anticipate anything different there. You know what? Their roster is different from the last time we played them, so perhaps that's something that they can build on. But I don't want us to get comfortable, Jay. We still got a lot of work ahead of us. We put ourselves into a heck of a hole at the start of the year, and it's taken us quite a battle to climb back into it. And you know what? You can easily take some backward steps. So we're in no situation or in no position to, take anybody for granted or take anything lightly. So, we got some work to do. We got a tough opponent here tonight, and we're looking forward to it.
One of the things that some of the players were mentioning in terms of work was just, again, touching upon some of the details that you have on special teams. And this is a San Diego team that, much like the Reign, is either really good in one area or struggling in another area. Has that been a focus for this group here this week in terms of your own performance on the man advantage or on the penalty kill, and then addressing what San Diego has to offer, knowing that they're the best in the power play, but also they've been struggling on the penalty kill?
Well, it's tough to get everything aligned just right in the game of hockey, and we know that their power play is very good. We know it's been operating, and it's not just a streaky thing. It's been good from the start of the season. So, again, as always, we've talked about it. I don't know how many times now. Discipline is going to be a big part of it. We definitely want to play, hard. We want to be heavy. We want to be physical, but we also want to stay on the ice and not give them that opportunity to, number one, get themselves ahead in the game or get themselves into the game, period. So special teams are always important. We've got a pretty good book on theirs. They've got a good book on ours. So, maybe that cancels each other out. And, the 5-on-5 play, maybe that's the difference here tonight. The team that starts quickest, the strongest, maybe gets themselves ahead and can play with a lead. But, again, you know what? Knowing these guys for the last couple of years, it doesn't much matter to that final buzzer. It's going to be a hard-fought game.
Another point that was brought up during the week of practice as well has just been how different the production has been for Ontario over these last stretch of games, especially with the goals being scored and how they're being scored, and ultimately having it come from different players every single night. It seems like that balance has been one of your strongest points during the stretch run as well. I mean, is that something you're expecting for tonight? Obviously, big players being big players, but maybe a couple that might surprise you?
Well, it's always good when somebody comes unexpectedly and surprises you with a goal or chips in with a couple of points. Last night you watched the Kings and Curtis McDermott gets 2 assists in I think 9 seconds. So, you know what? That's a real lift for the club and totally unexpected. But that's what you need. You need contributions from everybody throughout the lineup. You can't just rely on your so-called top offensive players to find the back of the net or make plays every night. And I think the depth. I think our lines going into tonight we're happy with. I think that every line is capable of contributing both defensively and offensively. And so we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But there's not going to be a whole lot of ice out there, I'm sure. Both teams are going to be, checking tight and making sure that we're not giving second opportunities or they're giving us second opportunities. So, again, I think, it's like a playoff atmosphere already, and it's just the first day of December.